forgot my keys. Oh, come on, man. Just hurry up. Come on. Just run through the red light. Waffle cone, waffle cone. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, baby. Oh, there it is. Look at this. Yes, 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 yes. Oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Oh, no. Closed. Son of a...
Hey, what's cracking YouTube? I'm Brandon. Welcome to DaVinci's Alchemyst, your blue-collar guide to drinking well and stinking pretty. On the docket for today, as you amassed from the title, is the recent release, end of the year of 2020, from Imaginary Authors, in collaboration with Salt and Straw Ice Cream Shop. This is a Whiff of Waffle Cone. A Whiff of Waffle Cone. I want to give a quick thank you to all of my repeat viewers and subscribers. Appreciate you guys coming down and checking out the video today. If you are new to my channel, please stick around to the end. If you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. Could really use your support. That out of the way. So the lovely people over at Imaginary Authors teamed up with Salt and Straw, the ice cream parlor, to create this fragrance. Now you can only get this from Imaginary Authors website, as well as Salt and Straw shops, which there are quite a few located, not just in Portland, but in other parts of the country. In the United States, of course. So I'm gonna tell you what I get from this. I'm gonna talk about the listed notes. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a cocktail that I created for this. I'm gonna give you my overall score for this, and I'm gonna tell you what song I hear in my head whenever I put this on. So my impression when I first started wearing this, that vanilla comes through really beautifully. That salted caramel accord punches through really nice. I definitely have a certain amount of creaminess that I get out of this. There's a small amount of spice, just enough to add texture. And one of the biggest factors for me when smelling this is it really does smell like the inside of a Salt and Straw ice cream parlor. Now, these guys make their cones in-house, and when you make those cones, you tend to get this kind of burnt, not burnt to where it's like blackened burnt, but a nice deeply roasted caramel aspect, and that comes through in this in spades. So the actual original Belgian style waffles, they are made with these tiny little pearl sugar chunks that they put in the batter, and so when they put them in the iron, that gives it this crunchy, caramely mouthfeel. It's fantastic and amazing. If you haven't had a true Belgian waffle, you got to try one, because I friggin' love them. They're delicious, and that flavor and aroma transfers over really well when an ice cream parlor, especially Salt and Straw's ice cream parlors, make their waffle cones for their ice cream. Now, I will say that when I first smelled this, I did get a little reminiscence, a small reminiscence of Memoirs of a Trespasser, which is also from Imaginary Authors. Do not be swayed by what I say by that and thinking that they are the same, because they are not. They are slightly similar, but they're very, very different to me. Essentially, Whiff of Waffle Cone and Memoirs of a Trespasser, they do have their similarities, but they're basically like siblings. They carry a few of the same traits, but they definitely have all their own personality. One of the big standout notes that I get in Memoirs of a Trespasser that I don't get from Whiff of Waffle Cone is Gaiac wood. Now, Gaiac wood, to me, has this interesting textured kind of punch to it that for me is best described, and this is going to sound weird, as if this Gaiac wood was a surface. You run your fingers over it, and there's these nice, very well-defined bumpy edges that are very squared off, and that's a touch sensation sort of translation of what Gaiac wood smells like to me. So Whiff of Waffle Cone doesn't have that Gaiac wood texture. It has a little bit of a woody texture to me, not a whole hell of a lot, just a small amount. Once the dry down kind of starts to take hold and that major caramelized sugar aspect sort of starts to fade a little bit, it doesn't actually fade 100%. It's still there, for my nose anyway, in the life of the fragrance. It leaves this very nice creamy vanilla and a little bit of a woody and almondy aura, but that gets backed a little bit by kind of a spice. Now, it's not like a spice bomb spice where it's like in your face. It's very subtle, very much a background player, but it is altogether delicious. Speaking of delicious, you are absolutely gonna wanna spray this in your mouth. You absolutely should not spray this in your mouth. I absolutely shouldn't have to tell you that. You're adults. As we look at the presentation, I'm going to talk a little bit about the notes that are listed in this fragrance. The notes listed are vanilla, heavy cream, salted caramel, amyris, which I have learned is kind of a woody essential oil from an actual plant itself, orgeat, which actually is a almond style syrup or almond flavored syrup, really popular using in cocktails, especially tiki cocktails, Saigon cinnamon, and ice cream shop as the usual imaginary author's imaginary note. As I said before, I created a cocktail for this. Now, I had no choice because I am going to go ahead and get it out there, out in the open. I absolutely love this fragrance, and it inspired me to make this drink that I'm going to go ahead and make for you right now. This is a pretty zazzed up drink. A lot of different ingredients, a lot of different elements. Let's get you dialed in on the equipment first. You're definitely going to need yourself a bar spoon. You want a mixing tin, and of course a Hawthorne strainer. You then want to use your favorite whiskey glass, one big large ice cube, smaller ice cubes to do the shaking. This drink I call Wafflin' for Waffles. First thing you're going to do, you're going to get your mixing tins. I like the ones from Cocktail Kingdom. Once again, I will link their website down below. Start putting in your ingredients. Starting off with Benedictine. This is a herbal liqueur. You want to go with about a bar spoon of that into the drink. Set that bar spoon aside, wipe your top, set that off to the side. Bärenjäger honey liqueur, 3/4 ounce of that, right in. Wipe, set aside. For the orgeat element, to keep this boozy and to cut down on the sweetness, we're going to use amaretto, which has a nice almond profile. 1/4 ounce of that, right on inside. 1 ounce Bailey's Irish Cream liqueur, right in there. And 1 ounce of bourbon. We are going to be using Larceny bourbon, one of my favorite sipping bourbons, but also works really well in a mixing cocktail. Go ahead and fill up your mixing tin with your 1x1 cubes. You want to chill this bad boy out quick. Take the top of your tin, slam it on there, give her a good shake. Good 10 seconds or so. Pop it. Let all that fall in. Grab your chilled cocktail whiskey glass, one big ice cube, right inside. Hawthorne strainer, right in there. Set that off to the side and garnish with a nice little salted caramel from local Portland company, Jacobson. So there you have it. Nice little delicious cocktail, Wafflin' for Waffles. Cheers. I gotta be honest with you, I'm pretty proud of this. This is friggin' amazing. I will definitely link the recipe for this. I'll pin it in the comments down below. That way you guys can go ahead and reference back to it if you want to make this drink for yourself. And if you do, I hope you enjoy the hell out of it. So Whiff of Waffle Cone, for me, is a great fragrance. It is not a beast mode fragrance. It does not last forever. It has a relatively decent life on my skin. I'm looking at like 4 to 5 to 6 hours depending. If I want to go longer, I will spray it on my clothes. I don't give a damn. It's too delicious not to go ahead and continue to get those wafts throughout the day. This being priced more modestly than your usual Imaginary Authors fragrance, this is like $65 compared to the usual $95. You can be a little more liberal with the sprays. When you can wear this, when I feel like I want to wear this is going to be a colder months fragrance for me, winter, autumn, probably like into spring even, some of those cooler nights or whatnot. And actually, I would probably even wear this in the cooler summer evenings at night if I'm going to go out or whatever, and I feel like having a little bit of a nice gourmand kick. This is a 100% unisex fragrance. It's going to smell delicious if you put it on your dog. I friggin' love it. To me, it's absolutely amazing. I rate this, I give it a score of 4.25. I could literally just smell this all day, all night. Huge thumbs up and a huge recommend from me. Fairly apropos for the situation, for the fragrance. What I hear in my head when I put this on, great song by Tom Waits, it's Ice Cream Man. So I will link that Tom Waits song down below in the description in case you want to go to Spotify and check that out if you have not listened to Tom Waits. All this talk about salt and straw ice cream has really got me hungry for some. It's too late for me to go pick up some fresh stuff, but I do have a pint of leftover Christmas ice cream. It is Dwanta's Terramana Spiked Eggnog in a little collaboration they did with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's tequila, which is called Terramana. And I tell you what, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait to... Did you eat all this? Did you eat the rest of my friggin' ice cream? Dude, are you kidding me right now? You're dead meat. Thanks once again, you guys. I really appreciate the fact that you came out and watched my video. Yeah, you better run, sucker. Subscribers, really appreciate you guys. Love you guys. New viewers, once again, if you like what you saw, please hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Now's a good time to subscribe. This is all the head start you're gonna get, punk. Don't forget to match the shit, kill the shit, out of that notification bell so you know when I drop future videos. And why don't you guys go ahead and drop me a comment down below. Let me know if you've tried this out or if it's interesting to you or whether or not you like it, whether or not you like this video. Once again, I can't thank you enough for watching DaVinci's Alchemist. Hope you guys are taking care of yourselves and each other, no matter what you're doing, no matter where you're going. Don't forget, keep calm, stay pretty, and I'll see you on the next one. You're dead.